yeah, the Diddy situation. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Diddy. It's just, you know, he's evil. And I saw that Oompaville posted a video 7 days ago about it, and I like Oompaville. So we're gonna listen to that one. And I will finally learn what the fuck did he do, even though I never liked him, and allegedly, you know, he had nothing to do with Tupac's death, of course. Blech.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
What the hell?
It's not real. I'm just playing. Frankie Love.
Ain't
no party like a Diddy party.
God damn.
It's not real. I'm just playing. Frankie Love.
See, even the dog knows not to play with a gun. Come on, Oompa.
Loves Diddy parties. She's a freak. She's gonna go to jail soon. That's what we've been hearing from people for years. Not about Frankie, but that there ain't no party like a Diddy party.
I just came back from one of the Diddy parties, Shen. You should have been there.
Diddy party.
Sticking balls everywhere, Shen. Where is phone? Nah, Shen, you should come to the Diddy party next time, B.
You have to go to Diddy parties. They're the best parties in all of Hollywood. Okay. Diddy got a yacht, all right? Get on the yacht.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
But it seems like Diddy's a piece of shit that is now in jail. Thank you to Opera GX for sponsoring this video. Let's talk about browsers. Most of them
is Opera good?
But no, not Opera GX.
Never tried it.
This browser is built for gamers, and it's packed with some crazy, awesome features that will make you wonder why you settled for anything less.
Why?
Ever. First up, GX mods. You can completely transform your browser with just one click. You want to make your browser feel like an old school arcade? How about make fart sounds whenever you click things or falling metal pipes? How about that, guys?
I know.
Everybody's a little strange. Or how about this?
Look at that hair.
Sour Boys theme. There's even a Sour Boys theme now. So check it out. It's awesome. Opera GX is cool. You guys have seen the ads before. Go to the GX store. You can get all sorts of mods. There's a bunch of user-generated themes, official themes, Dark Souls, Fallout. There's something for everybody on the store. But that's not all, guys. It's not just about the aesthetic. It also is about keeping all your favorite apps close on the sidebar. Discord, Twitch, ChatGPT, all sorts of awesome stuff on the sidebar. Live notifications, you can chat with your friends, keep up with your favorite streamers, etc., etc. Plus, if you're ready to make the switch from any of those other browsers, there's a quick import tool that actually does swap everything over quickly and effectively and efficiently. It's pretty good. On top of that, Chrome extensions are also compatible with Opera GX, so there's no reason to not give it a try. Take your old boring browser back.
I use Chrome because, you know, I'm lazy.
Try out Opera GX. Use my link in the description. And
I should try it. Yeah, maybe I'll try it next time.
Thank you to Opera GX for sponsoring this video.
From his $48 million Miami mansion to hell on earth where chaos reigns. Just some of the words
that guy always looked dodgy.
The Metropolitan Detention Center where Sean Diddy Combs is now being held without bail after pleading not guilty to sex trafficking and racketeering charges.
I've made a couple videos on the situation, and one of my videos was taken down. It was taken down for like no reason, and I still haven't gotten a full valid reason, so I'm really invested in this story, and I believe that there are
I think your title did it.
Covering.
I think your title did it. Pete Diddler.
I'm really invested in this story, and I believe that there are powers that be sort of covering up, manipulating things, especially, and we'll see how this video goes. I'm not saying YouTube is doing anything because I love Mama YouTube, and I don't want to, you know, bite the hand that feeds or whatever, but also, like, I don't give that much of a shit. Diddy has done lots of horrible things to apparently lots and lots and lots of people. There's a lot of lube.
I mean, there's a Costco right down the street. You know, I think Americans buy in bulk, as we know. And you know, this is consensual adults doing what consensual adults do.
There's insane crimes, all of them committed by
They raided his house. Okay. So the only thing I know about Diddy is that he was part of, you know, the 90s scene of rap music, right? East Coast, West Coast rivalry. He was East Coast. Him and Biggie Smalls were you know, feuding with Death Row and Tupac, and what was his name? The big dude from Death Row. I forget his name, and I think his records were like Bad Boy records, right? So there was a lot of dodgy shit happening. You know, people getting shot and and Tupac and Biggie died. So I guess maybe we just forgot about how fucked up these guys were for like 20 years.
Okay, Puff Daddy.
We believe that victims should not be shamed, and instead those who committed the criminal acts against them should be ashamed.
Yeah.
And take responsibility for the harm
and go to
they
jail.
Have caused victims to suffer.
So, firstly, we'll talk about the arrest. After all the stuff started coming out on
PDD, what is Sean Combs accused of? Why was he denied bail? Okay, so he's in jail right now. Library Records founder has denied all charges against him after being arrested. Sky News, which includes details of his alleged freak-off sessions. Okay. Threats over explicit videos and claims 1,000 bottles of baby oil? What? That was the baby oil. 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant were seized from his homes. God damn. Baby oil. Also, if you're using baby oil, you know they're not using protection because that shit doesn't fly. Okay.
On Diddy, which is now basically outdated information. By the way, YouTube took down one of my videos. I mentioned that. That's insane. Still haven't had any kind of valid explanation for that. My strike just expired. I could have had my channel deleted over
Twitch.
Bullshit. My last email providing context to them was the following, where I said nothing sexual intimate. I posted a bunch of videos from some of my friends, some people around YouTube, and finally one from John Oliver, where he puts, this is the same exact thing that was in my video. Literally 2 people kissing in a sexual way. Got a few videos talking about the situation, but I had one real big video talking about everything that Diddy had done, but YouTube decided to take it down for whatever reason. The excuse was because there was some nudity in the video, but there was not. And I have emails of them admitting that there was not any nudity. The policy guy said, this is a fair point. Let me check with our policy team to see what their stance is here. They then responded a couple days later with this. I've shared your thoughts with our policy team, but after additional extensive review, they've decided that the video does violate the policy as written and to maintain the strike at this time. Unfortunately, we're not able to share additional specifics on the decision-making process. The official word is as follows. After reviewing the video that you appealed, we found that it violates our nudity and sexual content policy. We removed the video because it shows non-consensual sexual acts or unwanted sexualization. It is not unwanted sexualization at all. I have a feeling they could just say they made a mistake.
Okay, so wait. And you have naked yoga happening on YouTube. Huh?
Video, but alas, it's gone. They're not going to do that. Anyway, now Diddy's in jail, so who's laughing now? Me? Because I love laughing. I'm a lighthearted guy.
Stop playing with the gun, please.
You need to stop.
Wait, he got 2 bugs. He got 2 little bugs. Look at them, they're so cute. Oh my god, I love dogs so much. Look at them. Look at the baby. Oh.
You're very disappointing. Anywho, let's go over some of the events.
What the hell just happened?
You need to stop.
Huh? Was this like filmed? Oh my god, my mind is broken.
Disappointing. Anywho, let's go over some of the events that have occurred that have led to Diddy's arrest. All right. The big accusation against Diddy was by his ex Cassie on November 16th.
Diddy's ex Cassie accuses him of sex trafficking, domestic violence in lawsuit. Okay. That's
2023. Cassie is a singer who is insanely popular in the early 2000s.
I'm an old man, so I was listening to Metallica. I don't know what this is.
And she alleged that Diddy was responsible for R-wording and abusing her over the course.
What? Okay, now you. I'm gonna have to do it on YouTube, right? I'm gonna have to censor it. But now it's censored. But earlier it wasn't. Okay.
Of their relationship.
R&B singer Cassie has accused hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs of and a decade of physical abuse.
Sean Diddy is such a dumb name.
The two were romantically involved for years, but in a lawsuit made public today, Cassie says there was a pattern of control, drug use, and forced sexual encounters.
She also included allegations of sex trafficking and domestic violence. Just overall, just toss that on there as well, because the dude's a freak. She demanded a settlement of around $30 million, and only
that's a good bag, baby.
a day later, on November 17th, the lawsuit was settled. It's crazy how quickly that lawsuit was resolved after the...
Man, it's okay. Even if it's settled civilly, there should still be like a criminal case. I don't care. I don't care about any fucking, non-disclosure agreement or anything. Nah.
The threats the day before. She also said that she wanted to make a book to air out all of Diddy's dirty laundry. So it's like this whole big giant domino that's gonna have everything come crashing down, and it has been. But the $30 million settlement did occur, and there were mutual and amicable terms, and the lawsuit was dropped and was completely resolved, with Diddy's team ultimately stating that a resolution of said lawsuit does not mean an admission of guilt. To me,
it does not, to be fair, because sometimes it's better to just settle, even if you're innocent, to settle, because one, lawyers are expensive, and two, the damage to your reputation, right? So you gotta, he's gotta be thinking that, 30 million. Well, no, actually, like, not him. We know he's an asshole. But like in general, settling, the reasoning behind it is that your lawyers are going to cost you a few millions, like this caliber of lawyer, plus the damage to your reputation if that goes off and whatever is going to be unearthed by that lawsuit, because no one's perfect. So you do the math and you go, I'm going to pay 30 million, but it's cheaper in the long run than actually, going to a trial that's going to cost me maybe like 100 million. But not in this case. In this case, we know the guy is
me
freaky.
I'm a legal expert, all right? It seems bad, though. It's like, you want to settle? Okay, that's weird. Let's just settle. I'm a freak. And now he's in jail, so it's like pretty clear.
Overnight, hip-hop mogul Sean Combs settling a bombshell sexual abuse lawsuit filed by his ex-girlfriend, fellow singer Cassie. Cassandra Ventura writing in a statement, "I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support."
But anyway,
yeah, you gotta put yourself also in the victim's shoes, right? Like a lawsuit is very taxing. One, all your private stuff is gonna be aired in front of everyone, and the defense, like P. Diddy's defense, their job is gonna be to prove that you're a liar, and so they're gonna be using stuff against you. They're gonna be talking. It's a long process, right? So yeah, you got no control. Once you go into a suit, you accept basically that everything about your life is gonna be, looked at by people, used against you. So I can see it where she wants to settle just to not hurt him financially, but just, get something out of it. But also, now people know. So justice is going to come that way,
Still, November 2023, fast forward to November 23rd. Diddy is accused yet again of sexual assault by a different woman. This woman was named Joy Dickerson Neal, who...
There we go. This is what happens. This is always what happens. When one person accuses someone, you never know, right? You gotta look at the evidence. You always gotta look at the evidence. Once you start to get multiple people, because this kind of guys, right? They make multiple victims. That's why, like, you see that I don't know the number exactly, like 2 women out of 5 or like 3 women out of 5 are gonna have sexual harassment or SA in their life. That doesn't mean that 2 or 3 men out of 5 do it. It's just those who do it a lot, do it to a lot of people. So usually when one comes out and they start rolling in, that's a pretty good indicator that something something amiss is going on. Sorry, this is a heavy topic, but I'm a VTuber, I'm a streamer. We gotta ha as much as we can.
Accused him of drugging and R-wording her when she was a college student in 1991, so a long time ago. Diddy denied those claims, and another woman, yet again, the same day, accused him
There we go.
Of more. This time, sexual assault, and again.
This thing keeps getting worse and worse. What the hell?
And Diddy rejects the claims. December 6th rolls around, and another woman accuses Diddy of sexual assault and gang R-word as well. And she states that she was 17 at the time.
Like, what?
Diddy, unsurprisingly, denies the claims again. And he makes a video the same day saying, enough is enough. He stated that his character has been viciously attacked.
Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Okay? Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. I mean, is one person crazy enough to make up accusations, you know, for the fame, for money? Sure. Multiple people that have nothing to do with each other? And also, the number of people that are willing to lie about something like this and go through the grueling process of, you know, going with it and going through with it is very low. It exists, but it's low. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Sean Diddy Combs. That's a dumbass name. Sorry.
And that these accusations will destroy his reputation. His reputation for being
reputation?
a freaking pimp. Because that's kind of like what his reputation is now. So maybe, I don't know what his reputation was before, but that's what it is now. So we creep forward into 2024, and...
I mean, I don't know anything about rap, but I still knew that Diddy was not the best guy, you know?
On February 26th, Diddy was accused again, this time by a record producer. This is the one that we covered in the video. It was a fellow named Lil Rod.
Multiple lawsuits have been filed against Combs, including one...
What are these names? Lil Rod. That's like your badass rap name. Hello, my name is Tiny Dingle.
By music producer Rodney Jones. Jones alleges sex trafficking and sexual assault, also mentioning underage girls in the 79-page lawsuit. Claims made by Jones include hidden cameras in the rap mogul's home, saying, quote, Mr. Combs allegedly threatened to eat Mr. Jones's face in order to get what he wants.
One of Diddy's former producers / videographers, this man filed a lawsuit against Diddy, stating he was also drugged and sexually harassed.
Producer Lil Rod, whose given name is Rodney Jones, has now accused Sean Diddy Combs of operating a racketeering enterprise, groping him, forcing him to engage in sexual acts with sex workers, and lacing alcohol for the guests in his home, including underage girls.
And this was the straw that seemed to have broken the camel's back. There was some legit action as a result of this that was taken against Diddy. And in March of 2024, Diddy's house was raided by the feds, and there were many people taken into custody.
You literally got FBI.
The Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs.
The home was registered to Bad Boy Entertainment and was also registered to one of P. Diddy's daughters. So despite it not being registered to his name directly, it was still associated with him, obviously. This was the Los Angeles mansion in Holmby Hills. His other mansion in Miami
look at these houses.
Raided. Authorities not confirming very much beyond the fact that this is part of an ongoing investigation started by Homeland Security investigations in the state of New York. Behind me, that is the entrance to Star Island. You can see the Miami Beach police car there at the entrance. If you look to your right, you can see this is where the Homeland Security investigations are set up with their command post.
I was so excited, dude. I thought he was going to go right to jail, but no. People were saying he left the country and he fled.
For this, TMZ reported Monday evening that the plane was on the ground in the Caribbean island of Antigua. It's unclear whether Combs was on board at the time. Just the day before, the plane embarked for several destinations before landing in Antigua on Monday. Oh, okay. So he thought he like escaped and he don't know where because the plane moved from different locations.
He went down to Aruba and all this different stuff.
Photos obtained by ABC News capturing Combs's Love Airjet in Antigua. No information.
Look at that plane. Look at those houses. Man, life is unfair. Honestly.
about who, if anyone, was on the plane.
I don't know, man. Pretty wild stuff, though. Pretty wild. From what we could gather at the time, the feds that raided his home collected evidence such as electronics and possibly even more, but there wasn't much that the public knew at that time.
And so they're looking for something to corroborate the belief that they have that a crime did occur. And as you pointed out earlier, he's facing multiple allegations of trafficking. So perhaps that is the crime in which they're investigating. Perhaps that is what they're trying to seek more information from. But in order to search a home, you have to have probable cause. The only question is, probable cause of what?
However, later we would find
probable cause of multiple allegations, multiple people accusing you of doing, you know, SA, racketeering, baby oil, I guess. Like all that horrific stuff. That's probable cause right there. One person, okay, maybe. Two, 3, 4, 5, a bodyguard, and it keeps getting worse and worse. Huh?
Find out how horrifying the stuff that they actually found was, and that was just a couple weeks ago when all this came out, and we'll get back to this a little bit later. We're still earlier this year.
New surveillance video shows Combs being taken into custody in a Manhattan hotel last week.
As time goes on, things are getting worse for Diddy, and in May of 2024.
Also, if you guys, you know, wonder why they had like full gear and stuff, because that's a rapper. He has guns in the house. You know, you gotta be safe.
Being taken into custody in a Manhattan hotel last week.
As time goes on, things are getting worse for Diddy, and in May of 2024, a video surfaced of Diddy grabbing, hitting.
Surveillance video shows Sean Diddy Combs physically assaulting former girlfriend in 2006. Wait, that was him? I think I saw this video like on Twitter. That was okay. That was him. Lock this guy up. What the fuck? Like this video is not. This is not like your average, you know, people yelling at each other. This is someone getting, like, he was dragging her by the hair, punching her, throwing stuff at her. Like, this was crazy rage-induced, like, assault.
For Diddy, and in May of 2024, a video surfaced of Diddy grabbing, hitting, and kicking Cassie, the woman who had accused him all of those years ago of being abusive towards her.
Disturbing video has surfaced appearing to show music mogul Sean Diddy Combs beating his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in 2016 in Los Angeles.
This is way back in 2023 when she accused him, and the video was originally from 2016 and finally brought to light in 2024, even after
that was him, huh?
New surveillance footage obtained exclusively
I've seen
by
this.
CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy.
And he comes out full of baby oil, trying not to slip.
Combs.
So
this is crazy, man.
That the lawsuit that was thrown Diddy's way had genuine substance, and even though we settled it, there's no admission of guilt, the video of him beating her
is pretty good
you
proof.
don't really need an admission of guilt. That's just guilt in the form of video.
Mr. Combs certainly deserves his day in court and the presumption of innocence, but it is hard to deny the behavior that's caught on video and that is making news today.
That being said, that lawsuit had already been settled for hopefully a shit ton of money. And
well,
at this point,
no.
Reputation.
The civil lawsuit has been settled, but nothing is keeping prosecutors from going and the cops from going against him, because there's video. That's like proof right there.
Is gone down the gutter thanks to the release of the footage. It's like actual, real, legit evidence that this man is a piece of shit, and it sort of corroborates everything else that people are throwing his way.
Just a piece of shit.
Was very embarrassed by these poor actions. He went to Instagram to apologize for his poor behavior in some wicker roof. I hate that video. It's so weird. He looks like a demon. I don't like this guy.
Okay, excuse you. Look at me. I'm a demon. I look good, right? Good. This guy looks sketchy as hell. I love how, like, whenever the celebrities want to do like apology videos, they always do them in like, they choose which part of their house they can show, because you know he's like in a huge mansion right now, right? Like luxury plus. So he's gonna choose like, oh, it's just some wicker, you know, you don't see what's going on behind me exactly, you know, because I'm relatable, I'm just like you. Even though he has literally like a huge plane and huge mansions.
I don't like Diddy. Diddy. I don't like Diddy. Okay.
Yeah, fuck Diddy.
That video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Good, go to jail
Then a few
then.
months go by and we get to September 2024 when things finally come to light.
Why is he still waving the gun around? What?
On September 16th, 2024, Diddy was indicted and arrested in the New
Let's
York City
go.
Manhattan Hotel, or the Manhattan Hotel in New York City. I'm not exactly sure.
This morning, watch how federal agents took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in
Hell
this
yeah.
video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs.
Apparently, Mr. Diddy had been in New York for over 2 weeks, and he stated that he was there to turn himself in, which is like trying to get in the good graces of the judge.
For
Well,
2
Judge,
weeks.
I was staying at the Manhattan Hotel in a pimp suite, and I was just like feeling guilty about all the stuff I had done, so maybe you could let me off with a warning?
Please.
Because I'm sorry.
Because, okay, here's the thing. With everything that has come out, it's very hard to believe, even as powerful as he is, that like nothing ever got to the authorities about this guy. So I'm guessing it did, and nothing came out of it, so he got cocky, right? So he's just like, you know, I know what to say. I can get myself out of this. This is just, you know, drama. No, bitch.
We realized that this indictment was going to be coming down in a matter of weeks, maybe months, but sometime soon.
Okay, when I get out,
Mr. Combs got on a
I gotta
plane, left
light
his home
something
in
up for
Florida,
this.
flew to
Jesus.
New York. I called the prosecutors myself. I said, Mr. Combs is in New York. Do you want to know where he is? If you want to know where he is, I'll tell you where he is, but he wants to surrender.
To jail with you. Suicide.
He wants to surrender, then you get your ass up and you go to the cops. There's no, you come get me, I want to surrender. What the fuck? What the hell? Huh?
I'd watch. Kind of odd to wait that long, but he did, and a day earlier he was seen out with his family chilling. Not a care in the world. And now
Just having
he's
fun,
gone
yeah.
from a beautiful mansion and the top of the world to jail.
From a life of parties and open bars to life now behind bars.
Bye-bye.
In the past week, P. Diddy has seen some major lifestyle changes. And now we're getting reports that Diddy isn't eating while in jail.
Womp
Oh.
womp. Hey man, sorry, don't give a
Bye-bye.
rot.
He's not eating well in jail. Aw, poor baby. No filet mignon. What the fuck? Who gives a shit what he's eating or how he's eating?
Easy now. The next day.
Wait, they were there. They were there. He's okay. Oompa, you're screwing with me right now.
Rot. Easy now. The next day, we finally got to learn what was found at the scene of the crime when the feds raided his homes in Florida and California. The indictment was unsealed September 17th, and
Okay.
Mother of God, it is gold. Crazy, crazy gold. Not only did we get to hear the word freak-offs used in an official report, but we also learned what was going
Freak-offs?
on inside of
Freak-offs? Like a dance-off, but who can get the freakiest? Members and associates of the Combs enterprise, including high-ranking supervisors, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and other Combs business employees, facilitated the freak-offs by, among other things, booking hotel rooms for the freak-offs, stocking the hotel rooms in advance with the required freak-offs supplies. Sorry, I'm looking at the other screen because I'm looking at my OBS, so my model is just like, freak-off supplies, including controlled substances, baby oil, lubricant, extra linens, and lighting. Cleaning the hotel room after the freak-offs to try to mitigate room damage. Arranging for travel for victims. Commercial. Okay.
Mr. Didrik's
Sex
house.
something.
As I mentioned, Combs has been charged with RICO conspiracy. He used his business and employees of that business and other close associates to get his way. Those individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors in the business, personal assistants, security staff, and household staff. The indictment alleges that
Diddy
those
Weinstein,
individuals facilitated
basically.
the freak-offs. They booked the hotel rooms and stocked them with the supplies, including drugs, baby oil, personal lubricant,
Baby
extra
oil.
linens, and lighting.
Apparently, there was over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube. 1,000!
According to the
Hey,
indictment
stop
against
talking about
Diddy,
baby oil.
investigators seized more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant from his home. The court doc states these items were used in something referred to as freak-offs, which were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often...
Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, touched himself during, and often electronically recorded. Oh, he filmed himself do all of this shit? Wait, is this the racketeering part of it? Like he would blackmail people? Man, I hope they find those videos, because instead of being used to, racketeer people, it's gonna be used to bury that guy under the prison where he belongs. In arranging these freak-offs, Combs, with the assistance of members and associates of the Combs enterprise, transported and caused to be transported commercial sex workers across state lines. So that's a federal case right there. And internationally, freak-offs occurred regularly, sometimes lasted multiple days. And often involved multiple commercial sex workers. What the fuck is a commercial sex worker? Like, is it like a sex worker for big companies? What the fuck? What the fuck is a commercial sex worker? During freak-offs, I hate this word, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes unbeknownst to the victims. Oh no. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. I just thought the unbeknownst to the victims referred to, substances. But apparently no. Combs kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in sex acts with commercial sex workers. After freak-offs, Combs and the victim typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion. So not only are they criminal, they're dumb. They're using like IVs. IVs only rehydrate you. Like they just give you water and salt. That's it. Just drink water, you'd have the same effect. IV fluids, and we gotta bring a doctor from Hollywood and he's gonna cost like so much money because it detoxes you. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Electronically recorded.
I don't know how that's possible, and we don't have any pictures of this or proof outside of this official document. But there's
we don't want to have
supposedly
them.
a real video, but it's definitely AI. 110%. There's 1,000 bottles of lube and baby oil. How's that even? What is the point of that? Why do you need so much? What's going on? I don't understand.
The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed.
That's the trifecta right there. Horse tranquilizer, right? Dates, whatever substance. And what was the other one? The powder?
Such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB.
And the party one.
Which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant.
However, one user put 1,000 baby bottles into Blender to give you an idea of what it looks like. It's insane. He even had IV drips to rehydrate people after his
Jesus Christ.
And holy shit, that's crazy. Imagine going so hard in a freak off, you have to get an IV drip to recharge. That's crazy. That's insane.
You know how, that's how crazy rich some people are and how crazy some rich people are? That's this kind of story you would read about Roman emperors, right? When you think about, obscenity and just so much power and money. Roman emperors, there was one guy in the whole world like that at the time, and you would hear about those and you would not believe it. You'd be like, it's exaggeration. It's written by their political enemies and it's biased. Meanwhile, this is happening right now to a guy who made music. Yes, he was one of the better ones at it, but
insane, dude. That's insane. These are not the same. These are not the same species of human beings that are us, that are just normal, regular ass people.
No.
I know you guys are probably like, Oompaville, you're a really famous YouTuber with a really you got a cool gun and stuff. Dude, no, I'm a regular ass dude. My channel gets 3 strikes, I'm done. Okay.
Yeah, and like this is a different level of fame right here, and you know, like if you think about it as Asmongold, who's super rich and super famous, right? You would, if you had his money, you would be set for life, you and your family. No one needs to work for 2 generations, and you gotta still have more. If you didn't do anything with the money, just spend it. But you gotta realize that, like, when you're talking Diddy level of rich, you're talking about someone who has like 100 times maybe what Asmongold has, or even more, who makes what Asmongold makes in a year. The other guy makes it in a month. It's a level of of money that you cannot understand. That how big it is. That's how much. And it's also a level of fame that so many people know of him. If you don't know about YouTube or Twitch, you don't know who Asmongold is. And even if you know about them, not all people know about who Asmongold is or who XQC is, right? My mom knows about YouTube and Twitch. She watches cooking videos on YouTube. She doesn't know who Asmongold is. Well, now she does, because I showed her, and she was repulsed by the dirt, by the mess. But yeah, Puff Diddy, even if you don't know who that is, just seeing his face, most people will be, oh yeah, I know who that guy is.
I'm not trying again. It's over. It's over. I'm gonna get a job at McCoy's. Okay, I'm gonna work at I don't give a. I'm not like these people.
I got money.
Them.
Oh,
I don't want to be associated in any.
Well, Oompa is famous, but I'm guessing gets demonetized a lot.
Well, we got a link in the description to the full court document. Here's some snippets on the screen if you guys.
Comes out other members of the associated Combs enterprise to the power of prestige of Combs roles as someone's Combs. Threaten to lure female to intimidate, threaten, and lure female victims into Combs' orbit, often under the pretense of a romantic relationship. Combs then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs refers to as other things freak-offs. Okay. Okay, that we read, including high-ranking supervisors. Okay, that one we read. Commercial, the freak-offs, supplying Combs with requested supplies, delivering large sums of cash to Combs with a commercial rescheduling delivery period, and oh jeez.
I just want to pause and read. The attorney actually mentions the freak-offs, which is pretty good. For the freak-offs, man.
The indictment.
So basically, what the whole thing said is that he would go to people in the business, pretend that there was a romantic interest or something, and push them and threaten them and coerce them and like blackmail them into participating in freak-offs with male prostitutes, film them, and then use that against them to blackmail them more, or like, I guess, to have like power over them. And that happened to such a scale that they had whole employees, whole ass people, like an organization of dealing with that, supplying with cash, baby oil, linens, cleaning, getting people, transporting them. Holy shit, that's like a whole business. Like a big business, a big company just dedicated to that.
The indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims.
Diddy, rest in peace, was a true absolute freak.
This is Godfather level shit.
By the time this video comes out, he may have Epsteined himself. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but
maybe
you know, it's probably going to happen, because there's a lot of people that went to Diddy parties and stuff, and a lot of people who are at risk of losing their careers and livelihoods, etc., etc. It's like a hazing ritual or something. We've already seen it with Jeffrey Epstein, except it was in the business world and the politician world. This is just Jeffrey Epstein.
It's all the same, man. It's money. It's the money world. It's all the same.
But in the
P. Diddy might,
Hollyweird world.
He already stopped eating well.
I got people every day saying, "You think they're going to Epstein him?" And I go, "Well, I really don't know, but they can't have this guy do a suicide. It would look kind of funny." Now imagine if somebody
I don't think they would. Yeah, I don't think they would for one reason. Epstein, allegedly, whatever happened, Epstein, even though people heard of him, it's like a it's a sphere of like business, power, politics that a lot of people will know. Oh, Epstein is the guy who did weird stuff, right? But they won't follow the whole thing, and a lot of people maybe don't even know that he died. Whereas Diddy, again, Diddy is like pop culture. A lot more people know about him, and they're very vocal. So I don't think that would be in their best interest to do so. But I don't know.
One of the correctional officers, and this could happen. They don't make a lot of money. And there's people out there that he has things on that do have a substantial amount of money. Imagine if someone paid someone off on the inside to actually poison his food, give him a heart attack, and he dies.
Yeah, and you gotta think rappers, right? The music industry in general, historically, has been associated with unsavory groups of people, mobs, gangs, blah, blah, blah. So rap music is like, someone very powerful and very dangerous is looking at their reputation being like, this better not touch me,
No one would really think anything of it. So that may be one of the reasons he's not eating. He's really, really paranoid. He's really scared.
Yeah.
So we know Diddy is a freak and is being charged, but what about all the people who praised and associated with Diddy during these times of yonder past, these past evil times? Celebrities are genuinely panicking after all.
Do we, how many people went down with Me Too is like a fraction of the people actually involved or that saw stuff and didn't say anything,
All the details surrounding Diddy's arrest became public, and all of the details.
Yeah, even what you're going to hear about right now is like a fraction.
In 2023 and 2024, people have gotten a great idea and a good insight into how weird and evil P. Diddy is. What a terrible name. It's a nice name. It's like a friendly name. P. Diddy.
It's
P.
dumb.
Diddy. It's Diddy. It's like a child. It's like a cartoon character or something. P. Diddy.
Yeah.
P. Diddler. Oh, it's P. Diddler now. That's what it is. Okay, that's very messed up. But there was one specific detail that particularly grabbed the attention of everyone watching the press conference. After discussing the guns found in Diddy's houses, the U.S. attorney says that during the raids, officers obtained evidence of the freak-offs found on numerous electronic devices on the property.
Let's go. They found the tapes. You idiot filmed yourself doing crimes, and now
agencies
man, I love when karma comes back.
Charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum
That's
magazine.
expected.
They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims.
Firstly, in the year 2024, we've got U.S. officials talking
Smart.
about Diddy Party freak-offs, and this immediately sparked new interest in the case of Sean Combs. With the news of video evidence being found of said freak-offs, that means that there's a chance for them to eventually be publicly released or parts of them leaked for the whole world to see.
We don't want to see
like
them,
the
man.
Epstein
We're
flight
good.
logs, dude. I mean, look at the Epstein. Show those up here. There's a lot of people. It's a lot of really important people.
And what happened to it?
Have to explain themselves. This is a lot of potential for bad PR.
Nothing
as
happened.
people call it, or just being exposed for being who you actually truly are. I hope we eventually get a glimpse into who attended these freak-offs and who of the Hollywood elite are just as demented as Diddy is and deserve the same exact thing that he got.
Although,
This
how
is
do you tell who's the victim?
Much easier to make videos about than
who's,
YouTube drama,
just
because it's like,
participating.
this is a real evil person. This isn't like some weird little echo chamber. This is a guy
insane.
who a lot of people idolize and look up to, who is surrounded by other people very similar to him that a lot of people idolize and look up to. Not just internet groups, small meaningless shit. Like these are real masters of the universe we're talking about that are going down. This is a different game. This is a much more righteous game, I feel like. Furthermore, after the official statements were released, people began to dive into who could possibly be on the tapes, and celebrities alike began to panic behind the scenes. All of this combined to make the Diddy case.
Every time something happens in Hollywood, I feel like, you know, when you were a kid and your parents call you when they seem like, you know, angry, like they know something, or when your parents ask you, like, do you have anything to admit or to say to us? And in your head, you know how much dumb shit you did and how much stuff you got away with, and you're just stuck because you're like, oh shit, they found out about that. Wait, did they find out about this? I feel like that's Hollywood. Every time something happens in Hollywood, everyone in Hollywood is like, oh shit, they're gonna discover how fucked up we are.
Full of conspiracies about who could possibly be seen on those freak-off tapes. If you are a Hollywood elite, you are under intense scrutiny, not only by the police, but also by your millions of followers and the people who look up to you, or you know, fans of yours or whatever. They're on to you, freaks. They're on to you, freaks, all right? They're on to you. They're on to you. They're gonna get you. It ain't gonna last much longer. Following the announcement of the tapes, one of the first celebrities to act strange is famous singer Usher. On Sunday, September 22nd, Usher's Twitter account would be completely cleaned, having no posts on it whatsoever. I get it if you want to delete your Twitter or whatever, or something like that. I mean, it makes sense. Twitter's a terrible platform that's brain rot, and I'll probably delete my Twitter one day, but probably for different reasons than Usher. A lot of people immediately started to speculate.
He needs Twitter for work. But why would you do it? Like, if you do it because you had incriminating stuff, right? Like, okay, let's think about it, like possible reasons. If you delete your Twitter like that, in that circumstance, people are either going to think, one, that you don't want to keep stuff that could be used against Diddy, which one is dumb because archives exist, and also because, like, you want to help that guy. So that's bad. Or you delete it because you don't want stuff to be known about you participating in those stuff, which also is bad because that means, you know, you're also guilty of something. Or the last option is that you don't want people to dig into your past or your posts, because even though you're innocent here, you have other shit that you want to keep hidden, which is also bad. So, like, why would you do it? Except for, you know, maybe legal issues, because you're like, I'm going to take the hit from the reputation better than have that thing outside of there. So whatever was deleted is probably big. Again, you know, no proof, nothing happened, but we can play the guessing game.
And see the deletion of Usher's tweets as a admission of guilt, but they returned and he had tweeted, account got hacked and y'all ran with it. See you at Intuit Dome and stuff.
Sure.
He tweeted that. Pretty cool. So
this is that, you know, the girl who like cheated. What was, wait. I gotta, this is, oh fuck, what is it? I don't know. I know it's Clara. It's this girl.
You know what's really sad? That sometimes, you know, because I'm female in Counter-Strike, people are like, you're cheating! Bitch, what? Shut the fuck up! Stop shooting me!
Cheating? Right there? Cheats?
People are like, you're cheating!
And then when she got caught...
I'm scared. Yo!
Where is it?
Oh, wait! Stop shooting me! How do I close this? Yo, Rock, I need some help, because I don't know what I'm looking at right now. What the fuck is that?
Once she saw that people were commentating like, girl, you're cheating.
Hello? I need to text my friend Clara right now.
Clara.
She was at my house earlier today. What the actual fuck? Yo, Rock, do you remember when fucking Clara got the fucking vac ban? I'm gonna kill this girl. I'm literally gonna kill her.
Fucking Clara!
She promised me she didn't use it on my PC. I'm fucking done. She was here today and I was watching her. Why the fuck? Why the fuck? Fuck this girl. Seriously? Clara. Out of all people.
Clara.
I just realized that in my own fucking replay. Oh my god, I'm gonna
Sure, yeah. I feel like this is the Clara thing, you know?
So, and y'all ran with it. See you at Intuit Dome and stuff. He tweeted
Clara
that.
hacked his
Pretty
account.
cool. So, I don't really know. I mean, he's closely associated with Diddy, and he mentioned on a Howard Stern talk a couple years ago.
Man, it sucks. I liked Usher. He seems like a good guy.
A long time ago. We've shared the clip before, but it's pretty wild. He hung out with Diddy when he was a young man.
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean,
on, just baby oil.
Hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it.
Even though Usher's account.
Why is a 13-year-old hanging out with P. Diddy at a freak off? What?
Appeared to be back to normal. There was still a lot of suspicion, and it appeared suspicious in regard to the whole thing, the racketeering and sex trafficking charges with Diddy, his old boy. Before Usher deleted his tweets, his account had over 7,000 tweets on it, but if you look at the account now, there appears to be 300 tweets missing and deleted. Yo, account got hacked or whatever. I don't know. Weird. On top of that, people just
account get hacked and they deleted random posts.
Don't believe you whenever you say your account got hacked. And like, if your account gets hacked, they're going to tweet something. They're going to tweet like a link to crypto. They're not going to delete all your tweets. That makes no sense. Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense at all. None. Makes none. They like tweet, go to Diddy Coin, buy Diddy Coin, or whatever I don't know. It was also right around the same time all the information with Diddy came out. People on Twitter were expressing their skepticism in regard to the entire event, discussing how odd it is for Usher to just brush his whole account being deleted off and continue as if nothing even occurred.
Did it? I don't know what it
It
is.
is very odd. I'm not saying it's not odd, but it's like really weird. If I was him, I would be like, yo, this guy's evil. I would turn on him, snitch all day. That's what I would do. Because once again, it's no secret that Diddy and Usher were quite close. Usher got his start because
that's the thing. If you were 13, like, why would you not come out with it? Because, like, even if, yeah, you did bad things, you're still, like, you were groomed by someone and, like, completely manipulated. The way you grow up is fucked up. I feel like people could understand if you learned from your mistakes because, you know, even if you participated in it. And even you gotta take that hit. Like, that's the worst case scenario, right? You go in, you know what? I had my run in Hollywood. I made a lot of money. I got really famous. And fuck it, I'm gonna die on this sword. And I participated in things and let's see what happens, right? I don't think he would be, like, legally facing troubles. But god damn, like, just nah. Protecting yourself before anything else. That's Hollywood.
As Diddy discovered him in the 1990s in a way, Diddy was Usher's mentor and he coached him on how to be a star.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, I mean, damn, pause, but like, check this out. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying?
It's insane to think about what else.
I was hanging out with a 10-year-old. What? Combs, 54, discovered Usher and helped make Mama Boo sing. Lived together in New York in the 90s when, Jesus. Those arrests,
He might have coached him in. You know, he was an expert at many things, not just the music industry, but also sex trafficking and racketeering and being a criminal.
Allegedly.
Usher has still yet to address Diddy's arrest. I doubt we'll get to see any of it at any time soon. But following Usher, two more artists, Pink and Megan Fox, who's not an artist, I don't think, were put under a lot of scrutiny for
She's an actor.
Tweets. But they're just completely caught in a Diddy witch hunt because if you dig a little deeper, you'll find that their tweet deletions are not related. Firstly, Pink has been...
And that's the thing about Hollywood, when I said protecting yourself first, is that a lot of people in Hollywood, let's like they witness a murder, right? Someone just get killed. And that night, they did the drugs. They will not report, they will not say that they saw someone, you know, commit that crime just to save them from the risk of, you know, people finding out that they were on drugs, where everyone knows it and you can always play it as, you know, yes, I did drugs and it's not good, I'm gonna do a rehab, you know, one of those rehabs that never comes out, never lasts, right? No, they will protect themselves over some stupid shit, just, you know, and fuck the big issues going on. Then you have celebrities that are actually like that I respect, you know? Pink is one of those.
Been off Twitter since February 2024. That's when she deleted and privated all of her tweets. In an interview, she stated that she enjoyed staying off Twitter, which makes total sense, and that it wasn't the same anymore, and it just is not good for your mental health, which is based in red pill. I mean, big respect. Go outside and touch grass, losers. Come on. She got caught in the crossfire, though, because she does have some links to Diddy and whatnot. But at the end of the day, how are you not going to have links to Diddy? You're in the world of depravity. You're going to be next to the depraved, and then eventually the depraved are going to go down. Guilty by association is not really guilty, in my opinion. Megan Fox, on the other hand, a little different than Pink. She used Twitter for about a week in 2013 and then completely stopped for good. And numerous news outlets reported on this. And in an interview, she stated that she couldn't handle it and just got off. So there's lists tying Megan Fox and Diddy together, but it's just purely coincidental that these accounts had no tweets. It's the witch hunt, though, continued, and no stone is ever left unturned by the freaks on the internet. I get it, man.
Yeah, and like the thing about guilt by association, right? Not just because you knew someone, you knew everything about them and what they did. So there are levels to it where it's like, oh, I was living with them, I was participating with them. There are stories that I had, you know, parties with him, and then we had fun and blah 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 blah. And just like, oh yeah, I made a record, and you know that guy is like one of the most powerful fucking record makers, so he worked on it and gave money for it or something.
And I get the crusade against the evil people. I get it. It's like a thing you can feel meaningful in, but man, just all the lying and misinformation, it's pretty insane. It's sad that even articles, headlines, articles, all this stuff, like you're saying, just a bunch of shit that you'd think is immediately true that implicate people, but it's just not. So yeah, actors, artists, politicians, y'all are all next if you hang out with Diddy, okay? It's no secret that Hollywood elites have bizarre parties.
Let's just not talk about this, right? This is a whole side of the world. We don't want to open that can. This is how you end up believing that the world is flat. They lure you by real shit like this. For those who don't know what this is like the most epic, allegedly, a picture of some of the most powerful people in the world worshipping a statue as part of a religion cult kind of thing to rule the world. This is Illuminati right here that you're seeing. Allegedly, right? So let's not open that kind of war.
Comedian Cat Williams went extremely viral earlier this year for talking about these parties, and he was talking about them for years and years.
They be having these big ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited as a motherfucker to be at the mansion party. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms, and you fuck around and look in the wrong room and shit.
Oh no. Oh no. Man, you gotta respect Cat Williams, because okay, the guy is a little insane. Again, he's a comic, a really funny comic, so he's gotta be a little insane. Like when he talks, he says a lot of stuff where you go, huh? Because you're really funny and somehow you disappeared, and you know, you didn't make it as big as other guys who were not as funny. Like, he says a lot of things that makes you stop and think. But then again, he also says some crazy shit, but this comes with the territory, right?
And earlier this year, he hinted that their world would be revealed soon, meaning that he was aware of the odd things that would occur at elite parties.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
I don't really know. I feel like he is elite. I don't really know if Cat Williams is not elite. He reminds me of Terrence Howard, just like ultra paranoid, like talks in a way to appear to be hyper intelligent. It's just, he's right. I mean, he's totally correct. It's coming out, but like, doesn't really take a rocket scientist to guess that these people are evil, I don't think. Anyways, back to the party.
Yeah, but he's saying it though. And it's different from Howard's, because Howard's is like, I have nothing against the guy. It's just that, you know, Howard's, for those who knows, is like a he was a good actor, and he was kind of known for a few movies. Was in Iron Man 1. He was Rhodey, the first Rhodey in Iron Man. And allegedly, when they wanted to do Iron Man 2, he demanded the same salary as Robert Downey Jr. because, you know, he's a main character. And they said no, and he left, and we got a new actor for the role. So that tells you something about the guy, you know, the ego on that guy. And he's been going on an astrophysics, space rocket science, not even rocket science, like, you know, deep space physics tangent, being like, you know, no one understands anything about how the world is made. Like those are big topics that I'm having a lot more, and also scientists are literally like saying how he's wrong and demonstrating it. But like, it's very different for Cat Williams though, because Cat Williams is literally a guy saying, "Oh yeah, I saw some shit." That I can believe a lot more, you know?
Who are the elites that are at these parties? The list is quite long. It begins with Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio, whom Diddy specifically mentioned as his favorite guest at the Diddy parties in a video titled 73 Questions with Sean Diddy Combs.
And I'm sure that's probably not public information yet, but who's the person that's #1 on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And I can get on that list,
yes,
right?
Without a doubt, you are invited.
That is so generous of you. Cheers to that.
See you at the White Party.
That's a Vogue thing. There's no defending that. That's pretty bad. If P. Diddy is your favorite, that's not good. Plus, also the guy loves, like,
but not P. Diddy is your favorite.
Who are
like you're P. Diddy's favorite, but see, going at a party, at one of those parties, doesn't mean that you're complicit in anything or that you participated or that you even saw it happen. But again, levels. If you're the #1, you know, guest, doesn't mean that you participated, but allegedly there are big fucking chances that you saw something, you know, happen that was weird those years. Like all that, you're the #1 guest. Yeah, it looks
younger women. He likes women who are substantially younger than him. So yeah, I don't really know. That's not like a crime or anything like that, but it's like definitely a couple red flags.
It's not the same.
Combine, and then it's just like, okay, maybe this should be taken somewhat seriously. I don't fucking know. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. People have been questioning Leonardo DiCaprio's authenticity since the beginning.
I love the little snarky comments that he makes.
Should be taken somewhat seriously. I don't fucking know. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. People have been questioning Leonardo DiCaprio's authenticity since the beginning of his career. Some strange images have surfaced. People are calling this his welcome to Hollywood moment. Very odd. Next, a leaked video from 2009 at a Diddy party shows Diddy pointing a camera at a passed out person who he later revealed to be DJ James Ford of Simeon Mobile Disco.
I don't know what
that is.
And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is an actual DJs aren't supposed to pass out, but when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to them.
And in the same video, he claims that if you come to a Diddy party, you will pass out, and encourages people to mess with him while he is out.
I put him to sleep. Next day, right? You put the drink on his head. There
it is. Which, I mean, I don't know if that's normal. I've never really been to parties. I'm a
this is okay. If you're between friends, or if your friend gets drunk and you put a glass on his head and you make fun of the fact that he's drunk, that's fair. That's friends. You know, I'm from Morocco. If you see Moroccan friends hanging out, you think they're fighting, but we're just having fun. That's how mean we are to each other. But you know, out of love. But there's a big difference when it's someone who is famous, so the reputation, and you're filming it and you're posting it like to your huge, massive audience. It's very different. Like I would do that to a friend. I wouldn't film it, but even if you filmed it, you wouldn't send it to their boss, right? That's a whole other level of shittiness.
Absolute loser. There are other musical artists associated with Diddy as well, such as Ice Cube, who claimed at one of his concerts that he had never been to a Diddy party.
And I'm gonna tell you right now,
Ice Cube is awesome.
Ain't never been to a Diddy party, motherfucker.
Let's go! I love Ice Cube. Please don't earth anything bad about Ice Cube. I love Ice Cube.
strangely based and red-pilled with some things. Maybe not. Maybe I should look that up.
Oh, he is?
I don't know.
know.
I've heard him say some interesting things about firearms.
I should look it up.
Another prominent
you hear a
artist
lot
who
of
is
accusations
associated with
thrown
Diddy
about
is
anybody.
Justin Bieber. And
I don't know what anything he said, what Ice Cube said, but like, just hearing that someone said he was red pill, not enough for me. I gotta see what they actually said, because today words have lost their meaning.
And since all this has gone down, people have been pointing out strange videos showing Diddy and Justin Bieber's relationship. In one bizarre video, the diddler makes Justin Bieber uncomfortable by stating that they haven't been hanging out like they used to since Bieber has been selling out more shows.
Okay.
And Justin responded by stuttering and trying to formulate a clear response under some kind of bizarre stress.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Oh, he's stressed.
You never really got my number, so.
Right, okay.
My number?
Yeah.
He never got my number. Okay. You think PDD can't get the like he didn't try to talk? Okay. He looks shook. Like, also he's so young in here. What the fuck?
Yeah. My number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
It's odd. It reminds me of the Help Me music video made by Trevor Moore of a little kid who's like in the music industry. It's about Justin Bieber. It's pretty crazy. I really want to hear from Justin Bieber in regard to all this stuff, because like that is a weird relationship that he had with a lot of very popular people and powerful people, and
could explain all the problems he had and like, some decisions that he made where you're like, huh? And then, man, that industry is not healthy.
His parents basically sold him into some kind of strange indentured servitude. And I mean, he's like turned to God and all this just wild steps you wouldn't really expect. Anyways, I want to hear from him about all this stuff. In a later video, Diddy is seen patting down Justin's body as if he's checking him for a wire, which is really odd. One would imagine checking him for all the stuff. In a later video, Diddy is seen patting down Justin's body as if he's checking him for a wire, which is
no, I don't know. This could just be a lot of people talk with their hands, and he's just, a lot of people will talk to you and touch you like that.
Really
I don't
odd.
know.
One would imagine that Justin Bieber has probably seen some heinous things since they had such close ties for such a long time.
You can imagine
also,
that, sure.
Prominent politicians who you may recognize have hung out with Mr. Diddler. Former President Barack Obama has been seen with P. Diddler in numerous instances.
And I just want to say how much I appreciate Puff Daddy for doing the kinds of work that he's doing.
Again,
because
you don't know.
Have to do this.
You can't just go guilt by association, right?
About giving back.
And the way he talks about him in an old...
Now, if you knew that he was like the #1 guest in his parties, the Obama's got some understanding, some explaining to do, that's different.
MTV video makes it clear that Obama was good friends with Diddy and that this was not their first time meeting. Bad look for Obama.
I just want y'all to see everybody I'm interviewing is sweating. I'm not even touching my brow. I'm so cool. And I want to apologize. I ain't trying to make you look bad or nothing like that, but I'm just so cool. We
T-shirt.
I'm just so cool.
If he was wearing one of those fancy designer clothes he's designing, he'd be sweating just like me.
Another former president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, also great friends with Diddy for quite some time, and had even said that he loves Diddy and is a good friend of his.
I love Diddy. He's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy.
If you look up Diddy and Donald Trump, you'll see loads of images of the two smiling and chilling, booling, as people say. Even Ivanka Trump can be seen in...
Let's not be political here, but like... Trump is part of that crazy level of power that we talked about. He's been there for a long time. He doesn't seem like the cleanest guy, with the stuff that we know about him. But again, like, so I would, like, if you told me this, I could be like, yeah, headcanon, sure. But again, no proof. We don't know the extent of his involvement with him, Maybe he was never at those parties. You never know. It's just funny that Trump is there, because Trump is everywhere.
Photos with Diddley and Donald meaning that they continued to hang out and see each other on a regular basis. Donald Trump was a celebrity before he was a politician, so it's no surprise that he was invited to the Diddy parties. Bro has been in the zeitgeist for quite a while. And since all this stuff came out, people have been conducting various smear campaigns against both former presidents, claiming that they are closely associated with sex trafficking racketeer P. Diddler. The point is,
Man, I hate Twitter.
Everybody from
Twitter,
both
not
sides is guilty by association in some sense with the Diddler. What did they know? I have no idea. But this shit runs quite deep, though. It runs quite deep. And if you think Epstein had some powerful friends that got him killed, bruh, I mean, come on, dude. What about Diddy? Okay,
so does Diddy, yeah.
Diddy, I feel like he's not going to last long in
it's
prison.
The same sphere of influence,
I don't know if it's crazy to say, but it seems like it's not. Even Prince Harry, right, is on the official list of people who have attended Diddley parties, drawing international acclaim. Other celebrities seen with Diddley include Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck, Dame Dash, Steve Harvey, LeBron James. There's infamous photos of Jay-Z and Jennifer Lopez at a Diddy white party. That's like the ultimate Diddy party, is the white party where you wear white.
You also got to be fair about this, where, again, that's why, like, by association, like guilt by association didn't work, because you also got to be human about it, right? Where it's like, if this guy is so powerful that he has dirt on, but not just dirt, like, you know, career-ending dirt on everybody, even if he has nothing on you, he can put so much pressure through other people on you to just make it really, really dangerous for you to come out against him and say what happened, or sometimes even just not go to the party. Because let's say like the best case scenario, right? You're squeaky clean, you've never done anything wrong your whole life, you get into that business, you get invited to his party, you go there the first time, you see that shit and you're like, yeah, I'm never coming back. And next time you get invited, you don't go. Then the next time you don't go, then PDD one day goes, you know, what the fuck? I've never seen you at my party. Like, do you have anything against me? And you go, you know what? I am honest and I am like for justice. So that what I've seen, I cannot abide by it. I'm not gonna go. You think PDD doesn't have some videotape, allegedly, on like some rich executive that can like, you know, block you from releasing your next album or whatever, like something big that can just make it so much harder for you to come out against him. So you gotta also be human looking at stuff like that, where it's like, just being there does not mean you're a bad person, because it means you're flawed. It means you're a flawed person. You're not perfect, but doesn't mean you're a bad person.
There's also a now famous video of LeBron James quoted saying, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party," demonstrating his clear knowledge of what goes on at a Diddy party.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
LeBron James.
Also, sorry, I'm pausing a lot, but, you know, commentary. The thing about, you know, being at the party, ain't no party like a Diddy party. We don't know how the parties happened, and if, you know, the horrific stuff that we heard about was not done behind closed doors in a very isolated place with people, you know, on the lookout to make sure no one watched it. So you don't know if people actually saw it, right? And how easy it was to actually see the bad stuff happen. Because if the known stuff that you could see if you're not part of the inner circle is just, you know, people having an orgy and being drunk, I mean, as long as they're adults and they're consenting, so what? Yeah, they're having fun, they have money, they want to party. That's like, there's nothing wrong about that. But we don't know, though. That's the thing. We don't know how explicit it was and how easy it was to see underage stuff, to see, you know, illegal stuff happening. And, you know, illegal, there's substances that they all use anyway, so I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about, you know, what they talked about in this video.
Knows about Diddy parties. Let's be real. LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron has been in LA for quite some time.
You know, you all
probably
heard
the
that
most
in your
popular
head
basketball
every
player
time you
of
said
this current
LeBron James.
generation, so it would not be shocking at all to find out that he attended one or many of Diddy's parties. Seems like everybody's doing it. Even streamer Aiden Ross has been pictured at a Diddy recent white party. So yeah, you got everybody. Politicians, presidents, rulers of the free world. Aiden Ross with the
Aiden Ross been fucking moving up. Went from streamer to fucking Diddy, Trump, Jesus.
Changing landscape of fame and influence, one thing stays the exact same through all of it. That is the Diddy parties, baby. What the is wrong with these people? It does tie into the business world, though. It's not just celebrities and athletes. There are tons of people who are seen
money.
in the Diddy household. There are CEOs,
lots of
label
money
owners. In a broadcast from Fox News, it was revealed that every room in Diddy's LA and Miami homes had a camera. So if you were in the home, you were on a tape.
Lil Rod says hidden cameras were.
And you guys gotta understand, like, when you talk about this level of money, you're not talking about rich people. Like, rich guy who makes a lot of money, has a big house, has a vacation home, he has a college fund for his children, and, him and his wife or partner both have one car. Like, low-level millionaire that are really, really privileged, and you see and you go, oh, that's a rich guy. He has a nice car. Like, we're talking about that guy that you're thinking about is like nothing compared to this level of money in business. This is crazy. They all know each other because there's like so few of them.
Were in every room of Diddy's homes. Lil Rod believes that Mr. Combs possesses compromising footage of every person that has attended his freak-off parties and his house parties. Salacious tapes
just them doing like substances,
names, including record CEOs and politicians.
Or even if it's, again, the scenario I said where it's like everyone is like the open area. It's consenting adults just having fun. A lot of these people wouldn't want footage of them leaking, having fun, and engaging in consenting adult stuff. Even that is big leverage on these people. So if he has leverage on you, it doesn't even imply that you did something actually wrong. It's just that it can destroy you.
Politicians doing drugs and cavorting with prostitutes and minors.
This fact is important as one of Diddy's former bodyguards claimed to have audio of Diddy having S with rapper Meek Mill after roofing his drink. We can't show that. Holy Meek Mill, what the That's a claim from a bodyguard. This whole thing is getting crazy, guys. I hope everything comes
insane.
Out and we know, my God, like, just stop. Why can't people just be nice to each other? Sure, be.
Remember when, like, one of the craziest things that had happened, Amber Heard pooped on a bed. I know, it's nasty, kind of funny. You go, oh, insane. This is like a whole other level. This is horrific stuff.
Say weird shit to people, make bad jokes, upset people, offend people. Don't sex traffic, okay? Don't sex traffic. Don't live an insanely hedonistic lifestyle that victimizes thousands of people. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. What's so difficult? You're not God. It's kind of surprising.
You don't even need, it's the power trip, man. It's because, like, if you think about it, the amount of money he has, he was literally hiring workers, sex workers. So the amount of money and power he has, without even paying, he could get hundreds of people who would want to come there and get freaky. This is like celebrity rich people attending, right? So trust me, there's an abundance of people that would pay you to actually be in one of those parties. But even then, they still need to make it horrific because it's the power trip that they have over people, It's doing that thing that I can't do. This I can do. It's easy. No. I gotta have more power over people.
Looking back now, with perfect retrospect clarity, that nobody noticed or thought anything was wrong with Diddy and his parties. I mean, I didn't have any idea. I'm an idiot though. So just looking at the pictures alone, it's a cultish kind of culture surrounding these events. Furthermore, the
to be fair, any fucking picture taken out of private looks kind of weird, you know? When you look at your childhood pictures and you're like, I look like a kidnapped boy.
exclusivity and grandeur of the events make them appear as if they're straight out of The Great Gatsby or the Cask of Montiago. Especially the Diddy white parties where everybody wears white. Everybody wears all white like they're part of a Heaven's Gate.
Except P. Diddy, because, you know, of course, he's got to get the most attention. He's wearing red. Jesus.
Cult ritual. There's large beds and alcohol. It's scenery. It's so weird, dude. There's Diddy. There he is. There's J-Lo right there. What the Diddy? Diddy. I'm not gonna start a Diddy chant. At the end of the day, Diddy definitely knows. He's very aware of the culture that he has created within his parties. He brags about it, okay? It's become normalized in our society and even idolized by people wishing they could be part of just one of Diddy's amazing parties.
Call them modest get-togethers. Others, hedonistic romps. For the next 53 seconds, we'll take an in-depth look inside Diddy parties.
In a 1999 interview with E.T., not the alien, but the television show, Diddy commented about how he could not get permits for his massive parties and that they would eventually arrest him and shut him down.
Your parties are the hottest ticket around.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life.
Yeah, I'm gonna be breaking the law because I got money.
Shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time.
Plus,
man, how crazy is it to go to jail over a party? Like, it's insane. Like, you're willing to go to jail, well, to get arrested because, you know, money. Like, arrest me. I want to have a party though. I want a party. I have a party. That tells you like how easy it is mentally to break the law. So yeah.
He purposefully dresses differently from all the people that attend the parties so they see
power
him as
he runs the show.
Ringleader and people know that he is in control. Mr. Diddler, Sean Diddler Combs, is going to have to face the music and fully own up to all of his actions. And if even 10% of what's being alleged against him beyond what he's already been going to be charged for, racketeering and sex trafficking, if 10% of that is even true, dude, the guy is sick. He's a monster. He's got freak off tapes. Lots and lots and lots of people are going to be revealed as part of the sinister elite of Hollywood, and people around the world are panicking, dude. I have no idea, man.
A few people, and then people are going to move to something else, you know?
And Jizzy Maxwell, whatever her name is. Shoo, man. There's not going to be any hiding. This is all. I feel like Cat Williams is right. This is all going to come out.
I don't know. We thought the same thing about Epstein, and then, you know, nothing happened.
Pretty crazy. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed, press the like button down below. I'll see you in another video.
Thank you. Oh my god, Oompaville has the best videos, right? Like, I wasn't subscribed to him. Yeah, I'm subscribed to him on my personal channel. But yeah, guys, go back and watch this video on his channel, so one, he gets the view, and also so that, you know, you can listen to it and experience it as he intended it without me yapping in your ear and pausing constantly. So yeah, go give it a second rewatch, because I think there's so much information. I'm gonna give it a second rewatch. So thank you, Oompaville. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And come check me out on Twitch, where I stream video games. If we get 20 concurrent viewers, then I'll start doing this live. Bye!